Hello everybody guys, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Get Flashy. So this Christmas is coming up very soon, very shortly, so I did 12 Holes of Christmas last week, which is a mini golf game, not some sort of gay porn application or something, even though it kind of sounds like it when you say it like that. And this week, I am doing the Christmas Trivia Quiz, which is on oneMoreLevel.com, so it technically is a Flash game. It says right here, brought to you by One More Level. So, we're going to turn off the audio because it's probably pretty damn loud. And we're going to do it. So it's 30 trivia questions. And I know nothing about the actual, historics or anything of, Christmas and shit. So I'm going to do terrible. Alright, so where did the real St. Nicholas live? At the North Pole, obviously. I think he was Dutch. We'll go with that. It was either Dutch or Turkey. It might be Germany. I don't know. We'll go with Holland. What American state was the first to make Christmas an official holiday? I don't know that one, at all. Connecticut, maybe? I hope it shows my answers after. What is the shape of the candy cane modeled after? Star cancellation, fish hook, shepherd's crook. I'm pretty sure it's the shepherd's crook. That just seems to make sense, If he's a saint, biblical, that just makes sense, I think. So, alright, so, what was the name of the dog that belonged to the Grinch in Dr. Seuss's book, How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Oh, shit. Max? Rudolph just sounds just too dumb, because he hates Christmas. Cerberus just sounds really stupid, and Toto is Dorothy's dog, so Max, I'm guessing? Which star led the three kings to Jesus? Oh, fuck. I think it was the North Star. I'm not even a Christian, and I'm pretty sure about that one. What were the name of the Scrooge's dead business partner in A Christmas Carol? That was... pretty sure that was Bob Cratchit, wasn't it? Tiny Tim was the kid. So, yeah. What brought Frosty the Snowman to life? That was pixie dust. Pretty sure. There are many movies of that now, so it's hard to say now. Because there's one now where the hat brings him to life. So, when you go fucking what was sailing, what is it that you are doing? Okay, going out to the woods to cut down your own Christmas tree, giving out gifts to your friends and neighbors, going to visit neighbors and receiving goodies, challenging as many neighbors as you can to a snowball fight. Probably not the right answer, but I'm going to pick it anyway. In the movie It's a Wonderful Life, how did you know that an angel has received his wings? It was one of these two. I think it was It Starts Snowing. It's been a while since I've seen that. Who was the author of A Christmas Carol? I think it was Hans Christian Andersen, wasn't it? Good God. It wasn't Sawyer, and it wasn't Twain. Oh, God. I don't even know. It was Charles Dickens or it was Hans Christian Andersen. We'll go with Hans. What was pictured on the first stamp printed for the Christmas season? Oh, Jesus. I don't know that one. Santa Claus, maybe? The poem commonly known as The Night Before Christmas was originally titled... No. It was originally titled the same title. Okay. I think it was A Visit from St. Nicholas. So Santa Claus is Coming to Town is just a song. And A Night Visitor just sounds creepy. And I don't think I don't know. Maybe it's a trick question. Probably is. Electric Christmas tree lights were first used in what year? Well, it wasn't 2007, so I'm going to go with 1925. At Christmas, it is customary to exchange kisses beneath the sprig plant of what? Mistletoe, obviously. Which of these events did not occur on Christmas Day? Ebenezer Scrooge was visited by four ghosts. That did. That one. Hong Kong did fall to the Japanese on Christmas Day. That one I do know. Charlemagne was crowned Holy Roman Emperor. I'm pretty sure it was the King Arthur, because I don't even think that was technically true. In Tchaikovsky's ballet The Nutcracker, the Nutcracker's main enemy is a girl named Clara. I think it was the King of the Mice. Good King something was the king of which country? Oh, dear Jesus. Bohemia, so Bohemian Rhapsody. He was country of that. I think it was Poland. I really don't remember. Oh. First Christmas. 1935. Why was it chosen as Christmas Day? It's the birth of Jesus. Technically, that's also true. The Christmas trees are in season. They're a good fashion choice. Technically, both of these are true. The birth of Jesus Christ, if you are a Christian, and also to compete with the pagan celebration at that time. That one is actually technically true. So we'll go with that one. Poinsettias. Where did they originally come from? I think it was Mexico. How did Xmas originate as an abbreviation for Christmas? Greek word for Christ is... okay. Atheists refuse to accept Christ as part of the word. That one's probably true. That could be... that's an interesting argument. The Latin terminology for any holy day. Early popes were lazy, and they tended to shorten everything. I wish that one was true. I wish one of these two. But I think it's the Latin terminology. I'm pretty sure. How many reindeers does Santa Claus have? Oh my god. I think it was 9. What comes after 8 maids and milking in the song 12 Days of Christmas? I think it was Piper's Piping. Lords a Leaping. I think it was Piper's Piping, I think. When are the 12 Days of Christmas? It was the 14th to the 25th. Which of the following holidays does not occur in December? The fuck is Candlemas? Feast of St. Nicholas. I think it's Candlemas. Santa's only female sleigh-pulling reindeer, Vixen, has antlers. True or false? I think it's that one. I don't know. How many sides does a snowflake have? 8? Aren't they all different? What is the most popular holiday plant decoration in the United States? I think holly is... holly or poinsettia. Mistletoe is more of an event type of thing. I guess pine branches would probably be, actually, because you had, like, the whole, garland and shit. In the movie Miracle on 34th Street, Kris Kringle is hired to play Santa Claus in what large department store? I think it was Gimbel's, wasn't it? I think it was Gimbel's. Sears? I don't know. I don't remember. I haven't watched the movie yet. Speaking of good King Wenceslaus, he looked out on the Feast of Stephen when is the Feast of Stephen? Good fucking question. That one. We'll say that to Boxing Day. Oh. I did terrible. I did absolutely awful. I can review the quiz. Okay, so he's from Turkey. Alabama, apparently. We did get that one. We got Max right. The Star of Bethlehem. Okay. Jacob Marley. Well, I was at least right, it wasn't Tiny Tim. An old silk hat. Oh, alright then. I was right when I said the silk hat brought him, the top hat brought him to life. Apparently going to visit... who knows this, though? Seriously. A bell rings. Oh. Well, that seems dumb. Bells ring all the fucking time. Ah, it was Charles Dickens. At least I was down to the 2, and one of them was right. A rose... that's dumb. That's not even Christmassy. Stupid. Visit from St. Nicholas. Figured that was right. 1895. Alright, I guess. At Christmas, it is customary to exchange kisses beneath... yeah, mistletoe, we knew that one. Ebenezer Scrooge was visited by 4 ghosts. Oh, shit, that's true, too. That's right. I should have known that one. King of the Mice, I knew that. Bohemian Rhapsody. Interesting. Glad he was the king of that. And the 4th century, apparently. To compete with the pagan... yeah, I knew that was correct. Yeah, because Yule is technically a pagan celebrated holiday, just for those who don't know. The pagans had it first. It was not the birth of Jesus that made Christmas, though it is popularly believed that now because that's what it's been associated with. A little bit of info for you, even though I did terrible in the rest of this, I did know that one. Mexico, yeah, figured. Oh. Well, I knew it was one of those two. Whole herd, I only know about his favorite ones. Oh. Well, Santa's a dick, then. 9 ladies dancing. I thought it was Piper's Piping. Wait, what? 12 days after Christmas? Really? That's kind of dumb. Because, like, everybody basically associates, like, the Advent calendars and like, the 12 days of Christmas leading up to Christmas. Candlemas, yeah, that just sounds like a fake holiday. Oh, alright then. 6, apparently. Poinsettias. Oh, it was Macy's. See, I was... Oh, nice. So I got that one right. Okay, well, we did terrible. So, you know. I'd say give it a try, but you probably already know the answers. If you forget all the answers, then good. Go try it. Link in the description, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.